to you. We both are here to have big fun, so let it win. We have the mutual feeling of this sweet feeling. Let me be your paper man, I love to be a joker man. We both are here to have big fun, so let it win. So let it win.
Let's whip it, baby.
Child,
Let's whip it right.
let it win.
Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
Now let you trip. Child, come on, let it win.
Come on, whip. Come on, whip.
So let it win.
Let's whip it, baby.
Child,
Let's whip it right.
let it win.
Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
Now let you trip. Child, come on, let it win.
Come on, whip.
There is no time to lose, yeah. You're the one that choose. I only wanna be with you. You're the one for me. Can't you see that I won't waste your time?
Something divine.
Something divine in you.
So let it win.
Whip it, baby.
Child,
Let's whip it right.
let it win.
Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
Now let you trip. Child, come on, let it win.
Come on, whip. Come on, whip. Let's whip it, baby. Let's whip it right. Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night. Come on, whip. Come on, whip.
There is no time to lose. Hey, you're the one I choose. I only wanna be with you. You're the one for me. Can't you see that I won't waste your time? There's something divine in you.
So let it win.
Let's whip it, baby.
Child,
Let's whip it right.
let it win.
Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
Now let you trip. Child, come on, let it win.
Come on, whip. Come on, whip.
So let it win.
Let's whip it, baby.
Child,
Let's whip it right.
let it win.
Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
Now let you trip. Child, come on, let it win.
Come on, whip. Come on, whip.
So let it win.
Let's whip it, baby.
Child,
Let's whip it right.
let it win.
Let's whip it, baby. Whip it all night.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through to make those rainbows in my mind. When I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I wanna be the one with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us. Just the two of us, building big castles way on high. Just the two of us, you and I. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Let's get it together, baby. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
Spending my day thinking about you, girl. Being here with you, being near with you, can't explain myself. I feel like I do. Though it hurt me so to let you know, and I look in your eyes, you let me know how you feel. Let me know if this love is really real, but it seems to me that I'm wrapped up in your love. Don't you know that I'm still in love, shut up in love with you, yeah.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can we all find a
Carol Ann?
seat?
Carol Ann.
Carol Ann,
Carol Ann, you're over here.
right there. Yeah. I know we are in Southern California, and I know there's always traffic. Is that true? Yes, I know. So I know people will be streaming in still, but we still have to get the show on the road. And we welcome you to Carlsbad for this B20 event. We are very happy to be able to host it. So let me quickly introduce my co-host, Barbara Gassage from Sarasota, Florida. Yay. Give her a nice hand. She was so gracious when I asked would she collaborate with me, and we spent some time online and to figure all this out. You know, it's a labor of love always. And it doesn't only take the two of us, but many others, and we will acknowledge them later as well. But Barbie, we met like about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago for the first time when I came down to Sarasota and did an academy there. And she and her husband George have just blown this Bemer USA to a dimension. It's just wonderful, and she deserves so much credit for it because she's always on the road and she always has her heart in the right place. So Barbie, I'm really honored to call you my friend now, and I'm really, really thrilled to be on stage with you. So thank you.
It's a great honor.
Give her a big hand. Thank you.
Well, and now I have the distinct pleasure to introduce my co-host for today, and that is the one and only Bettina Torres. And Bettina, yes, please give her a round of applause. And let's just say good morning to our live audience. We have a live audience all over the country watching us on a live stream. I hope all of you got that video or that email. So thanks to our team here that's putting this event on. We are trying to do some extra things here with Bemer to really connect everybody. And one of the ways we connect is through these live events right now, or this event here is called the B20, celebrating our 20 years. But Bettina Torres has been with this company for 11 years. And when we learned about Bemer just over 3 years ago, the name that kept popping up was, you got to talk to Bettina Torres. You got to talk to Bettina Torres. So we finally made that happen, and Bettina is just a wealth of knowledge, a true leader from the spirit of leading with her heart. She loves this product, loves the people, is always there when you need her, and I am truly honored also to call her a friend, and I'm really pleased to be here on the stage with her today because this is really kind of a special occasion because we are here in Carlsbad, which is the home base of our Bemer USA headquarters. So very, very honored, and this is number 6 for me of the B20 tour. This is number 8 on the tour, but they just keep getting better and better, and we are truly building momentum. And the reason we are here today is, again, to celebrate 20 years of Bemer just changing people's lives. And I sure hope that we see you all in Orlando, actually, in October.
Yeah, if you saw the opening video, that was from our last convention, and hopefully that will inspire many of you, and especially also the ones that are watching our live stream, to sign up today because you will all receive a special code, which we'll share with you later.
Absolutely.
So we also have 2 very important individuals with us today, and one of them from corporate, one of them is Dr. Joshua Burka, who you will hear from this morning.
Yay.
So give him a big hand. Thank you, Dr. Burka, for being with us. And the other person
is our general manager, Nick Hewish, one of our co-GMs, Mr. Nick Hewish, who will be talking about our past, present, and future. So obviously that'll be in the afternoon, and really, really great presentation.
So with any event, we always do a little bit of housekeeping, right? So if we could ask you to mute all your cell phones, please.
And if you have your Bemer here and you have it hooked up to your B-sit, make sure it is on mute so we don't hear those 3 beeps at the end of 8 minutes.
Yeah. Could you imagine a room full of Okay. No videotaping or recording allowed at any Bemer events, and you may have heard that also at other, for instance, academies or other Bemer events. And we have today someone who's actually taping a good portion of this. Okay?
Right. So no soliciting, guys. We're here for Bemer only today.
Yes, absolutely. And then, of course, what is an event without having fun, right? So we're also here because it's a celebration. It really is a celebration about 20 years of Bemer and this journey where it has led us, and that we are all part of this. And that is most deserving of having fun and celebration. So
last one is self-explanatory. Good luck, everyone. Enjoy, enjoy, and enjoy.
Okay, so let's go over the agenda of the day. We will have, or actually, one other thing that we want to point out before we go into the agenda is all the events that are still coming up. You see, we have still listed July 28th, which is today, but then there is Chicago, San Rafael, Seattle, Greensville, Saddlebrook. So I don't know, is Chicago sold out?
Chicago is sold out.
Okay.
Yep.
San Rafael, I think there are still, it's sold out too. Okay, I just heard somebody, or like somebody gave me a sign. No more tickets available. But we do have tickets available for Seattle. So if you have someone in that area, or you have other IBDs who now so inspired, like travel for it, because it is really a lovely congregation of like-minded people. And how can you escape the sentiment of the message when you're at an event like that? Then we also have Greensville. If you have people on the East Coast, send them there. They have tickets available, and as well as Saddlebrook. So that concludes the B20 series, and which is then followed by that big event in Orlando. Right, hoo, yes.
How many here are already going to Orlando? Anyone?
Oh, nice.
All right, well, we need more hands raised by the end of the day.
Yeah, by the end of the day. Please,
Okay.
lots more hands for Orlando. Okay, so now our agenda.
This morning, we will begin, obviously, the welcome, and Bettina's going to take us through a brief story. And then we have a special guest that will be joining us up on stage to kind of tell us the Bemer story of the past 20 years. Then we're going into some testimonials, and we'll take you into the break around 10:40, just before 11. Need to be back in your seats.
Yes. Then in the later part of the morning, we have Dr. Burka, who will give us the state of health of in the United States, and also the background on the science. And I know we have a lot of people that are always love to hear Dr. Burka, and you will really enjoy it. Then we have the first drawing, right? You all know that we're giving away 2 Bemers. In the morning, we're giving a Bemer Classic, and in the afternoon, a Bemer Pro. So that the Classic will happen just before lunch. And then we'll go for lunch from 12:30 till 1:45, and please be also back in your seats. So
Our afternoon begins with an inspirational video. We'll have some recognition and distributors that will be coming up on stage and sharing their Bemer journey and their story with you. Product spotlight of the Bemer Vet, or the equine unit, by Dr. James Cummings will be at 2:30. Then we have a small break at 3 o'clock and go into a message from Dr. Klopp and some more leaders, local leaders, sharing their stories.
And the later part, we conclude with Nick Hewish, our general manager, who is giving us a State of the Union overview about the past, the present, and the future. Then we will give away a Bemer Pro. We will give out some heart awards to some very deserving people that have shown their generosity of time, their generosity of spirit with others, and are most deserving of this Heart Award. And then we added like a little special thing for a special recognition and thank you to some other very special people. So please be part of that. That concludes it. Then we're going to have an international toast. And that means you will hear it in all different languages. With some hors d'oeuvres, it's going to be right across the way, and also a DJ so we can, do a little bit of dancing. So, and really celebrate. So that is the agenda for today. Okay? So let's get started. I've done the B20 with Jerry Gallegos in Denver just a couple of weeks ago. And I was really intrigued by this story that he read, so I decided I'm going to read it to you as well. And it has something to do with that people can get lost sometimes, right? We all maybe know the feeling. So let me read this story to you. Time is like a river. You cannot touch the water twice because the flow that has passed will never pass again. Enjoy every moment of life. As a bagpiper, I play many gigs. Recently, I was asked by a funeral director to play at a graveside service for a homeless man. He had no family or friends, so the service was to be at a pauper's cemetery in Nova Scotia backcountry. As I was not familiar with the backwoods, I got lost. And being a typical man, I didn't stop for directions. I finally arrived an hour late and saw the funeral guy had evidently gone, and the hearse was nowhere in sight. There were only the diggers and crew left, and they were eating lunch. I felt badly, and I apologized to the men for being late. I went to the side of the grave, and I looked down, and the vault lid was already in place. I didn't know what else to do, so I started to play. The workers put down their lunches and began to gather around. I played out of my heart and soul for this man with no family and friends. And as I played Amazing Grace before this homeless man, the workers began to weep. They wept, and I wept. We all wept together. When I finished, I packed up my bagpipes and started for my car. Though my head was hung low, my heart was full. As I opened the door to my car, I heard one of the workers say, "I've never seen anything like that before, and I've been putting in septic tanks for 20 years." Apparently, I'm still lost. It's a man thing. So, the thing is, there are many, many people in our country that are lost. Lost in terms of where they are in their journey with health. And I can tell you that you are not lost. You are in the right place. And the message that we have to offer is deserving, and we must offer it, okay? We will not get lost and play bagpipe at a septic tank. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed the story. Yeah, no, not yet. Where's the clicker? Oh, okay. So, you know, this is really the portion where we have, you know, like where we introduce you to a little bit about the Bemer, the product, and so forth. And you all know what's going on here in this country in terms of the B20. So there's a lot of stuff going on in Europe as well. And so let's just take a quick look at what's going on in Europe. We have a nice little video here that we can watch. Is there no sound? Oh. You feel the energy even in this video, right? Yeah. Okay. Barbie, you know, like, shouldn't we invite like somebody special to the stage to do something
Nick
special
is
for
special?
us.
Nick
Huh?
is special?
Something Nick special? Could
Maybe.
that be someone
Is Nick
called-
Hewish in the room?
Yeah, is he in the room? Would you maybe join us for a moment on stage? Give him a big hand.
Everyone, Nick Hewish, General Manager.
Our general manager.
Thank you. Good morning. This is the first time I can't see the crew.
You know what?
Wow.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When are you going to jump in this pool with your suit on?
Maybe after this meeting, I'll leave the suit on. Can I take my shoes off, though? Good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for being here. This is awesome to have everybody here. We have a very special set of circumstances that we are so excited to have today, because this doesn't happen all the time here in the United States. It happens all the time in Europe, but not here. And we had an opportunity that this individual came to the United States without a plan to do what he's going to do today. So, with that, we asked him to take the time to come and address this crew. And, by the way, for all of you that are watching us online, thank you for joining us. In fact, everybody give him a big applause for joining us from afar. So at this time, what I'd like to do is share with you my friendship and love for two gentlemen that have traveled all the way from Liechtenstein. This first gentleman that I'm going to introduce, I met at a meeting, in fact, the first meeting that we had, conference down in San Diego back in 2015, or was it? Well, we're in Carlsbad. Let's not get confused. I met this gentleman at a meeting, and instantaneously, I was taken aback by his energy, his compassion, his love, and his dedication to the people of this company, most importantly and secondarily to his obligation to those that have employed him. And he struck me very unique as a man that I see, that I wish I would have been when I was his age, because he is an incredible young man. And he's done some very incredible things with this company. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage, and please give a great big California welcome to Mr. Eden Abdegich.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
Hold on.
Wow, wow, wow.
Why did you turn my mic? Oh, you don't get to do this. I'm going to do this, but you get to say hello to everybody for a minute. He's got a mic.
I have two mics.
He's got a mic in his ear.
I have two mics, one for German and one for English. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. Oh, we got to be in the light here.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Wow. Not bad. I have to tell you, not bad. He introduced me, not bad. First of all, before I say something, I would love to apologize to you, my dear friends, and also to you, my dear friends, on the live stream for my Jinglish, German, English. And later on, you will hear a little bit from me, so when you don't understand me, just raise your hand so that I can repeat what I'm trying to say, okay? Thank you.
We will have Bettina here as well.
As a backup.
So it will be from you to the crowd, from the crowd back to you to Bettina, back to you to the crowd.
Perfect.
Got it. All right. And what I would like to say to you as well, too, there was a third gentleman that was supposed to be here, but unfortunately he had to head back to Liechtenstein, and that's Robert Mall, our CEO. Hopefully he's watching us right now, so everybody please congratulate Robert Mall for his great business attributes and everything that he does for us. Thanks, Robert.
Hi, Robert. Schade, bist du nicht da. I feel bad that you are not here, my friend Robert.
Okay, this next gentleman that we're bringing to the stage, I met 4 years ago, and I met him at a birthday party, and I didn't know who he was, but the moment that I shook his hand, and the instant our eyes came in contact with one another, I knew that this was my younger brother. Had never met him, but there was just this kindred spirit that developed, and I was absolutely taken back by the caliber of the individual. Not for what he was doing, but for who he is as an individual. And over that 4-year period, we've had an opportunity to watch this man develop, watch him grow, and watch him move into a position that now I cannot think personally of anybody else that I would rather be working in this company with to take this company to the next level, because his insight, his dedication, his heart, his love for the people in this company is beyond anything I've ever seen in any leader of any company. And that is the embodiment of who we are. And that's why I'm so proud and so honored to have him as the president of our board and the leader of this company, Mr. Pit Gleim.
Thank you, buddy.
My brother.
Einen wunderschönen guten Morgen!
I wish you a wonderful good morning. Again, come on.
Again.
Thank you.
Es ist mir eine große Ehre, wieder bei euch in den USA zu sein.
I'm really, really honored to be here again with you guys here in the United States.
Ihr habt nicht nur ein wunderschönes Fleckchen Erde hier, sondern auch die tollsten Menschen, die ich kenne.
You not only have a really nice piece of land on earth, you also have the best people on earth. It's my opinion.
Und ich habe immer besonders viel Spaß daran, wenn ich mein größtes Hobby, nämlich Bemer, und meine Familie verbinden kann.
I really like and enjoy when I can put two things together. First of all, my hobby, and also my family. And what I'm doing right now is my hobby.
Und Sie mögen es zwar nicht, aber ich muss es trotzdem sagen, weil wir hatten gestern unseren 17. Hochzeitstag.
I know that they don't like it, but I would love to share this with you. I would love to inform you. We had yesterday our 17th anniversary.
Und in der letzten Reihe, da hinten sitzen sie auch, meine liebe Frau Daniela und mein Sohn Justin.
And there at the last row, at the end of the room, is my lovely wife Daniela and my son Justin.
Und ihr wisst ja, wie es ist im Leben. Hinter einem starken Mann steht eine starke Frau oder umgekehrt.
And you know how it is in life. Behind a strong man, you have a strong woman. Or behind a strong woman, you have a strong man, correct?
Und ich kann voller Stolz behaupten, ich habe beides. Eine gute Frau, eine starke Frau und einen starken Sohn.
And I'm really proud and honored to say I have both. I have a really strong woman, and I really have a strong son, a strong wife.
Weil ihr
Thank
wollt,
you.
Weil ihr wollt ja von mir heute hören, die Bemer Story.
Is this correct that you would like to hear from me the Bemer story today? Is this correct?
Und an dieser Story hat meine Familie auch einen großen Anteil.
And about this story, a huge impact of this story, it's also my family.
Weil ich glaube nicht, dass es allzu viele Frauen oder auch meinen Sohn gibt, die so viel mitgemacht haben wie die zwei, weil ich war viel unterwegs, ich war wenig zu Hause.
I don't think that you will find women like my wife is, that they really appreciate that, what I'm doing. I'm traveling a lot, I'm often not at home, and the same also with my son Justin, that they really accept this.
Das war mein Preis, den ich habe zahlen müssen.
This is the price what I really paid for.
Aber ich habe zu Hause immer Harmonie vorgefunden und Verständnis.
But every time when I came back home from my trips, I really felt and saw harmony at our house when I came back.
Nur deshalb habe ich das machen können, was ich getan habe.
Only this is the reason why I did what I did, and this is the reason why I'm doing what I can do. I have the back from my family.
Und dafür nochmal danke an euch zwei, ich liebe euch.
Again, really, thank you from my bottom of my heart. I love you both.
Die Bemer Story.
The Bemer story.
Begonnen hat es vor 22 Jahren.
Started. Everything was 22 years ago.
War ich ein junger Mann mit 26 Jahren.
I was a young man and I had an age of 26.
Und ich durfte meine zweite Lehre beginnen.
And I really started my second apprentice.
Mein Vater rief mich an
My dad called me up
und fragte, Junge, was machst du gerade?
and he asked me, hey, my son, what are you doing right now?
Ich habe ihm erzählt, ich bin hier gerade in einem großen Transportunternehmen und mache dort die Personalbetreuung.
And I just told him, you know, my dad, I'm right now in a really good, big company, you know, with import-export. And I'm happy, you know, I'm working in an office behind my table.
Und er fragte mich, und, hast du Spaß?
And he asked me, do you have fun? Do you like it? You are enjoying it?
Und ich sagte ihm, na, jeden Tag dasselbe.
And I told him, you know, it's a little bit boring, every time the same, you know, all day long.
Und er sagt, pass auf, Junge, mir ist auch langweilig, ich komme zurück und wir machen was Verrücktes.
You know what, my son, I feel the same. And you know what, I would like to come back. Let's do something together, something crazy.
Ihr könnt euch vorstellen, ich mit 26,
So-
von nichts eine Ahnung.
You can imagine, I'm 26 years old. I don't know anything.
Als ich ankam, waren wir zu viert.
And when I came to the boat, to the Bemer boat, it was only 4 of us.
Das war damals mein Vater,
It was my father, Daddy.
Brigitte Weigand,
It was Bridget Beigand,
Fred Unrat
Fred Unrat,
und der Lehrling ich.
and the apprentice, me.
So hat Bemer angefangen.
And this is the way how Bemer started.
Wir hatten nichts,
We had nothing.
außer viel Schulden und große Probleme.
Schulden. We had a lot of debt and nothing.
Wir hatten kein Geld für Wohnungen oder für Autos.
We really didn't have any money for any apartment, for a house, or for a car, or anything like that.
Wir haben im Büro gewohnt.
We really lived in the office.
Mein Vater hat sich von irgendeinem Kollegen einen uralten Audi geliehen.
My father, he really asked a good friend for his car, to use his car. It was an old Audi.
Und die Gitte und ich, wir mussten uns ein Auto teilen.
And Bridget and myself, we really have to share one car.
Das war nicht einfach,
It was not easy, you know,
aber sehr, sehr lustig.
but really, really funny, I have to tell you.
Und für mich mit meinen 26 Jahren ab und zu sehr schockierend.
And for me, actually, with my 26 years old, sometimes really I was shocking.
Mein Vater war immer ganz cool.
My father, he was every time really cool, relaxed.
Die saßen oftmals, habe ich das mitbekommen, saßen die abends zusammen.
They sit together often, you know, after work at the evening.
Haben die Rechnungen durchgeschaut, die vor uns lagen.
They checked out the invoices, you know, what have to be paid.
Und dann haben die eiskalt gesagt, wir können noch nicht schlafen gehen.
And they told, you know what, we cannot go to bed, you know.
Wir müssen noch raus auf die Straße und ein paar Geräte verkaufen, damit wir die Rechnungen zahlen können.
We really have to go back to the street. We have to sell some devices. We cannot pay the invoices.
Das ist die Wahrheit.
And this is the truth, okay?
Wir haben damals alles selber gemacht.
We did everything by ourselves from scratch on.
Ich in meiner Person hatte keine Ahnung groß von Direktvertrieb.
Me personally, I didn't have any idea or any clue about direct sales, direct marketing.
Ich war Einzelhandelskaufmann. Einzel.
I was like a salesman.
Ein
I
Salesman.
was like a typical salesman.
Und ich hatte Ahnung von Computern.
And what I really know, I had my knowledge about using computers and also the technical stuff about the computers.
Das war mein Vorteil, weil da konnte nur ich mit umgehen, kein anderer.
And this was my biggest skill, what I had, why these other three guys, they didn't have any clue about computers.
Wir haben damals noch mit Folien und Overhead gearbeitet.
You know that we worked at the beginning with really Folien?
Overhead-Projekte.
Overhead.
Folien.
Like an overhead projector.
Like overhead projector slides, you know, foils.
Mein
Not a
Vater,
PowerPoint.
mein Vater kam immer mit ganz wirren Zeichnungen zu mir ins Büro, schmeißt mir die auf den Tisch und sagt, der Junge, die musst du mir umsetzen am Computer, da brauche ich Folien.
And my father, he was also this time really crazy. He came with some special draws, with some special pictures to me and said, hey, my son, you know what, please do me a favor and put this on a nice way together.
Dann sind wir abends gefahren von Stadt zu Stadt.
And then we really drove from city to city at the evening.
Mein Vater in irgendein Hotel reingerannt, einen Saal gebucht.
And my father, he really walked by to a hotel. He booked a room like this.
Nachdem wir den Saal gebucht haben, sind wir auf die Straße und haben Leute akquiriert.
And after we booked the room, we stepped back again to the street and invited people for a lecture.
Ist die Wahrheit.
That's the truth.
Und glaub mir, wir hatten ab und zu Veranstaltungen, da saßen 1 oder 2 Leute.
And believe me, we had some presentations with only 1 or 2 people.
Da ist dann öfters mal die Frage gekommen aus dem Publikum, na, wenn ich mitmache, wie viel sind wir denn?
And often they ask us, hey, when I would like to enjoy you, your family, your team, how many people we are?
Ich hab denen immer gesagt, wenn du mitmachst, sind wir 5.
And I told every time, when you are enjoying us, we will be 5.
Glaub mir, ich habe damals mehrmals am Tag die Farbe gewechselt.
Believe me, I changed often during the day my color of my face.
Aber mein Vater war immer cool.
But my dad, he was every time really, really cool and calm down.
Der hatte diese Erfahrung der macht schon seit 50 Jahren Vertrieb und der hatte die Erfahrung schon.
Why? He really had the experience. You know, he have experience in this industry since more than 50 years. So for him, this was really easy going, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Und er sagte, Junge, das ist genau das, was den Job ausmacht. Das ist die Basic.
And this, my son, this is the basic. This is the point. What is our business about?
So, jetzt überlegt, was wir damals gemacht haben. Erstens mal vom Aufbau.
Please think with me what we did in the past, from the scratch on, what we really provided, okay, from the beginning on.
Und dann dieses unvorstellbare Produkt.
And then this incredible product, what we have.
Wer von euch kennt noch den grünen Bemer?
Who from you here knows the green Bemer? Wow.
Keine 10 Leute. Hä?
Not more than 10 people or under 10 people in this room.
Ihr müsst euch vorstellen, was mit diesem Produkt in den letzten 20 Jahren passiert ist.
You have to see this and you have to think and imagine what's happening with this green product in 20 years.
Damals war das, was da drin war, unser sogenanntes Signal, rein physikalisch-mathematisch errechnet.
So the signal what we had there in the first generation, the green one, this was a signal what is really calculated mathematically and physical, period, done.
Es gab damals noch nicht die Möglichkeiten, es am Organismus zu testen.
We didn't have the chance and also didn't have the possibility to try this on a human body.
Aber wir hatten den Mut und das Vertrauen in die Wissenschaft.
We had the courage and also we know that we had the vision to do it and go into the market with this product.
Und wir haben von der Stunde Null an wirklich sehr viele Bemer verkauft.
And believe me, from the minute zero when we started, we sold a lot of products, a lot of devices.
Und überall, immer, das Kundenfeedback, das Anwenderfeedback, was zurückkam, war eine Sensation.
And that's unbelievable. The testimonial, the feedback, what we get back from the people, this was incredible, really outstanding.
Da kamen diese Aussagen, ich habe einen schnelleren Heilungsprozess.
And then really they gave us the feedback, the healing process is really, really faster. It's unbelievable.
Ich fühle mich besser, ich fühle mich leistungsfähiger.
I really feel myself better. I really feel I have more energy.
All die Sachen, die ihr heute auch noch hört.
All these things what you're still hearing today, right?
Der Unterschied zu heute ist, wir wussten damals nicht warum.
The difference between then and now, we didn't know why.
Das kam alles viel später.
All this came later, you know, all this.
In dem Moment, wo Geld floss,
At this moment, when we really saw the first money is coming in,
waren wir wirklich die Einzigen, die angefangen haben zu investieren.
we were the first one in this industry. They really invested money.
Nämlich in Wissenschaft und Forschung.
And do you know in what? In research, studies, and development.
You're welcome. Wir haben erkannt, was für ein wertvolles Produkt das ist.
We really realized which kind of unique product we have.
Wir haben erkannt, welche Möglichkeiten wir damit auftun.
We also realized which kind of possibilities and options we have with this product.
Und uns war klar, von der Stunde Null an, dass wir hier ein Stück neues Medizingeschichte schreiben.
And also what we also realized was that we recognized that from minute one that we will write medical history on earth.
Und überlegt mal, wo wir heute stehen.
And please think, do you know do you really realize and do you know where we are staying right now today?
Habt ihr dafür ein Gefühl?
Do you have a feeling for it?
This feels great, yes? Leute, es ist unbeschreiblich. Wir sprechen hier von einer Therapieform, die erste ganzheitliche Therapieform.
We're really talking here about a full body therapy, you know.
Das gab es in der Medizin noch nie.
You don't have this in the medical industry or in the medicine.
Und die Medizin hat es auch noch nicht kapiert.
And the medical industry, to be honest, they still today, they don't recognize it. They don't know it.
Wenn ich mit Doktoren spreche, sagen sie, sowas gibt's nicht.
When I'm talking personally with some doctors, they're telling me, sorry, it's not possible. We don't know this. We don't believe you.
Ich verstehe Sie sogar von Ihrem Standpunkt aus.
And to be honest, I really understand them from their standpoint on.
Wir sprechen da draußen weit über 40.000 Krankheitsbilder.
You know, we're talking outside in the world around about 40,000 diseases.
Und die westliche Medizin redet immer symptombezogen.
And the people from the West Coast, I mean from the western part of the world, they're also talking about symptoms, special symptoms.
Sehr wenig über die Ursache.
But really less about why this started and from where this started.
Aber was tun wir denn mit unserem Bemer?
But please, what are we doing with our Bemer?
Und es ist so einfach.
And it's so simple.
Wir haben irgendwo den Button gefunden.
We found a button.
Und es ist ein richtig großer Button.
And it's a really, really huge button.
Der direkten Einfluss auf die Mikrozirkulation hat.
And they have the impact on the microcirculation.
Fertig.
Period.
Jetzt können die Mediziner gerne wieder nachlesen, welchen Einfluss die Mikrozirkulation auf unseren Gesamtorganismus hat.
And then the medical guys from the medical industry, they can read right now which kind of impact the microcirculation have, other symptoms and so on, right?
Das war schwer.
This was a little bit heavy to translate.
Und ich glaube, hier im Saal wissen es alle und die draußen an den Bildschirmen auch. 74% in uns drinnen ist nun mal Mikrozirkulation.
And I think a lot of you in this room and also the people outside on live streaming, they know that 74% of our internal system is the microcirculation.
Und wir wissen auch, dass in diesen 74% alles Wichtige stattfindet.
And we know that in this 74% that all this important stuff are happening. Right?
Da entscheidet sich, sind wir gesund oder sind wir krank?
And there you can say we are health or we are sick.
Und wenn wir das positiv beeinflussen können, hier für Mehrwert sorgen,
And when we really can impact this 74% on a positive way, wow, that's incredible.
können wir da jedes Symptom positiv beeinflussen?
Can we really have a positive impact of every symptom?
Yes? Okay. Was habe ich gerade getan?
Question, what I just did, what I just said. Simple.
Keep it simple. Ja, das war ein Verkaufsgespräch. Danke.
Keep it simple. This was a sales talk right now.
Ich brauche keine Krankheitsbilder.
I don't need any diseases.
Wenn ich das meinem Gegenüber so erkläre, dann versteht er das auch.
And when I really talk with my prospect at the other end in these words, he also will understand this.
Und wenn er danach sagt, ich brauche keinen Bemer,
And when he says after this, I don't need a Bemer,
habt ihr es falsch erklärt.
then it's your mistake. You told it him wrong.
So einfach ist es.
It's so simple.
Ich muss von Deutschland reden, speziell. Ich bin Deutscher, ich bin dort geboren.
So me personally, I really have to talk about Germany. I'm born and raised in Germany. I am from Germany.
Mich fragen die Leute immer, Pit, wo geht der Weg hin? Wo ist die Vision?
Pete, please tell me where we are going. What's the vision? What's the way where we have to go?
In Deutschland haben wir 40 Millionen Haushalte.
In Germany, we have 40 million households. English, thank you.
Households.
Households.
Was glaubt ihr in Deutschland in 40 Millionen Haushalten? Gibt es einen Haushalt ohne Zahnbürste?
I have a question. What do you think in 40 million households, that you will find one household that don't have a brush. Question, do you will find one?
I think yes, 2 or 3. I think no, yes. My vision is, also meine Vision ist,
Meine Vision ist, my vision is,
das ist die Zahnbürste unseres Organismus.
this is the toothbrush from our internal doctor, from our health.
Ja? Meine Vision ist, jeder Haushalt braucht einen Bemer.
My vision is really every single household needs a Bemer.
Jetzt die Frage, wie viele Haushalte hat ganz Amerika?
My question is to you, folks. How many households America have? Lots.
A little bit more than Germany, I think so. Also ihr habt viel Arbeit für euch.
So you have a lot of things to do, right?
Yes? Okay. So. Wir hören natürlich nicht auf mit unserer Vision und auch mit der Entwicklung unserer Story.
But to be honest, the bottom line is we don't finishing our visions or also not the product development, right?
Ihr könnt euch gar nicht vorstellen, wie stolz ich bin, wenn ich hier vorne stehen darf und euch anschaue.
I have to be honest again, you really don't understand how proud I am to stay here up front and to talk with you guys.
Ja? Weil ihr glaubt ja nicht, dass das selbstverständlich war oder ist.
And you have to understand that's not selbstverständlich. It's not taken for granted. Okay?
Weil wenn mir einer vor 10, 15 Jahren noch gesagt hätte, dass wir irgendwann mal knapp 30.000 Geschäftspartner weltweit haben und ein Therapiegerät mit so einer therapeutischen Relevanz, hätte ich gesagt, du spinnst.
And again, when someone when someone 10, 15 years ago will tell me, hey, do you imagine that you will have 30,000 distributors worldwide and that you will have a therapy device that have this huge impact? I would say, you're crazy, you're nuts.
Und das fühle ich heute übrigens immer noch.
And I still feel the same today. I still feel it.
Ich kann es teilweise immer noch nicht fassen, was da so passiert.
I still sometimes don't realize what's happening. I really don't.
Ja? Ja? Es ist für mich ein Erlebnis, jeden Tag auf Neues.
And I really enjoying it. It's like an adventure every day for me.
Und ihr seid ein Teil dieser Story.
And please, you are a part of this story, my dear friends.
Ein großer Teil.
A huge part of this story.
Stellt euch vor, wir müssten immer noch zu viert 30.000 Kunden betreuen.
Think about we really have to help 30,000 reps and we are only 4 people.
Leute, der Bemer ist so wichtig.
Dear friends, the Bemer is really so important.
Ich sage immer, es ist mein Baby.
I told everybody, this is my baby, okay?
Und wir sind, was die Wissenschaft und Forschung betrifft, immer noch in den Babyschuhen.
And to be honest, with research and development, we are still in the baby shoes.
Da kommen noch so viele Dinge auf uns zu.
So many great things coming to us, believe me.
Ich kriege mindestens einmal in der Woche einen Anruf aus der Wissenschaft und Forschung.
I get minimum once a week a phone call from the research and development department.
Wo neue Erkenntnisse mitgeteilt werden.
They're telling me new, huge impacts, what they just found out.
Weil es eben so komplex ist.
Why the whole system is huge and it's complex.
Das sind aber Dinge, über die wir noch nicht reden können.
But there are some stuff what I really cannot talk and share with you right now.
Wisst ihr warum?
Do you know why?
Weil die Wissenschaft nicht weiß, warum.
The research and development, these guys, they don't know why we have this huge impact.
Da stehen die Herren Doktoren und Professoren selber da,
And the doctors and the professors, they're really standing there.
haben ein Resultat,
They have a result,
können aber nicht erklären, wie dieses Resultat zustande kommt.
but they cannot tell us and show us why why they have this result.
Weil es so komplex ist.
It's so complex.
Das hat mit den Fließeigenschaften des Blutes zu tun.
Have to do with the flow of the blood.
Es hat mit anderen Reaktionen wie zum Beispiel Hormonen zu tun.
Have to do with other impacts about hormones
Und.
and.
Deswegen brauchen wir viel Zeit und es wird noch weit über unseren Horizont gehen, um den Bemer komplett zu erforschen.
And this is the reason why we need more time to really find out what the Bemer really will do. So you can imagine.
Aber geht davon aus, dass speziell ich das größte Interesse daran haben, die Tiefenforschung zu betreiben. Ich will alles wissen.
But believe me, my personal impact, my personal vision, I have to know and I will know what's the impact from research and development about the Bemer.
Ich betone das so massiv, weil ich ständig gefragt wäre, was gibt's Neues?
And do you know why I say this so often? A lot of people asking me, hey Pete, tell me, what's going on? Any news, where we are going and so on.
Und ich zuck dann schon immer,
And then I'm shaking there like,
weil ich würde ja gern was sagen,
I would love to say something, my nature would love to,
aber ich darf nicht.
but I cannot.
Okay? Das, was ihr habt, heute, hier und jetzt,
This what you have here, now, today,
ist das Beste, was es gibt weltweit.
is the best what you have worldwide.
Nutzt das.
Use this.
Den größten Stolz empfinde ich dabei bei dem Gesamtbild, was wir geschaffen haben.
I'm really proud what we reached so far, the entire picture, the big picture.
Ist ja auf einer Seite die technische Seite, das Produkt.
It's on one hand, of course, the product, the technical side,
Auf der anderen Seite aber auch ein Vergütungssystem, was auch einmalig ist.
but also at the other side, it's our compensation plan, what's also really unique, right?
Und der wichtigste Part,
But the real most important part is,
und der steht oben drüber,
and this is above both of them,
das seid ihr, der Mensch.
these are you, the human being.
Und das ist mein größter Erfolg.
And this is my biggest success, what I have personally.
Nur für mich.
Only for me, okay?
Ich arbeite nicht mit Bemer.
I don't work with Bemer.
Ich arbeite nicht mit einem Marketingplan.
I don't work with a compensation plan.
Ich arbeite mit Menschen.
I'm working with people, with human beings.
Ihr auch.
You also, right? You also, right?
Und die Möglichkeiten, die wir da haben, können wir alle befriedigen?
And the possibility what we have, can we really reach every single personal goal?
Yes, we can. Auf
Yes.
der technischen Seite, das Produkt, wir können helfen.
At the technical side, the product, yes, for sure, we can help.
Wir können Lebensqualität schenken.
We can give life quality.
Haben wir jeden Tag.
We have this every day.
Auf der anderen Seite,
At the other hand,
über Marketing, können wir Wohlstand generieren.
at the other hand, with the compensation plan, we can improve the state of finance.
Und zwar jeder, wie er möchte.
And please, every on which way he would like to.
Es gibt genug Leute, die sich in ihrer Rolle wohlfühlen,
A lot of people, they really like where they are right now,
aber das Einkommen könnte ein bisschen besser sein.
but the income can maybe be a little bit better, right?
Können sie machen, kein Problem.
They can do it. It's their problem, of course, for sure.
Es gibt aber auch genug Leute da draußen, die sagen, ich will mich komplett neu orientieren, ich will ein anderes Leben.
And also a lot of people there outside, they said, you know what, I would like to change my life completely right now. Of course, they can.
Auch die können das tun.
And also there can do it.
Und jetzt kommt wieder das, was oben drüber steht.
And again, I would like to come back. What's written above this?
Sie finden bei uns eine neue Familie.
They find with us, by us, a new family.
Ja? Worum geht's denn, wenn wir über Familie reden?
Do you know what we are meaning when we're talking about family?
Weil ich kann mir dann schon vorstellen, wenn da der eine oder andere Neue drin sitzt in der Runde, die sagen, oh, was sind das für eine Sekte?
And I can imagine, you know, we have also new people here in this room especially, they thinking, holy crap, what they are talking about family? Oh, we are in a sect or something like that?
Und nein, ich bin kein Guru.
And no, I'm not a guru. Okay?
Aber Familie heißt doch, für mich zumindest, wie gehe ich mit den Menschen um?
For me, family means how I act and what's my behavior with other human beings and people.
Respektiere ich mein Gegenüber?
That I have the respect of this in front of me.
Mag ich ihn so, wie er ist?
That I really like him how he is.
Darf er auch Fehler machen?
Can he also make mistakes?
Yes, please. Ja.
Ja, bitte.
Das ist doch Familie.
This is family.
Wenn ich weiß, ich habe einen Rückhalt.
This is when I know I have a back. Someone is staying behind me and have my back.
Und wenn ich Fragen habe,
And when I have questions,
kann ich zu jedem Einzelnen in diesem Raum gehen und kann fragen und kriege eine Antwort.
and I know when I have a question, I can go to every single one in this audience, in this room, and I will get an answer.
Gebt ihr mir recht, dass dies wichtiger ist wie alles andere?
Please, you have the same thoughts that I have, that this is more important than anything else?
Das ist unser Leben.
This is our life.
Die Rahmenbedingungen, die dahinter stehen, die sind phänomenal.
You know, everything what we have behind this, it's phenomenal, it's nice, good to have.
Aber wir werden nur groß und wir werden nur erfolgreich, und zwar jeder einzelne von euch, wenn wir es gemeinsam tun.
We only can be big and can be successful when we are doing it together as a team.
Der Mensch ist und bleibt ein Herdentier.
Ein?
Herdentier. Oh.
The
I hold you, come on.
The human is a herd animal, right?
That's right? Yeah.
Is this correct? Yeah.
Dann lasst uns so miteinander umgehen,
Then please act also like that,
respektvoll,
with respect,
mit einem großen Herz,
with a huge big heart,
und gebt jedem die Zeit, die er braucht, um sich zu entwickeln.
and please give every single one the time what he needs to find himself.
Ja. In welcher Zeit leben wir denn heute?
Do you know in which time we live right now?
Geht's noch schneller?
It can be faster and faster, right?
Ich empfinde das teilweise schon für verrückt.
I have the impression it's right now too crazy, too fast.
Einer der schlimmsten Parts ist ja mal diese ganze Elektronik.
The first crap what I think is this new technology what we have as a cell phone, as an example.
Geh heute in den Laden und kauf dir einen neuen Computer, du bist noch nicht die Tür raus, ist der schon wieder alt.
You go in the store and buy a new laptop. After you stepped up from the store, it's an old one. Is this true?
Und das spiegelt in meinen Augen zumindest das ganze Leben momentan so dar.
And in my eyes, I can see the entire life right now on this way.
Warum spreche ich das an? Auch die Entwicklung des Bemers läuft genau in diesen Schritten.
And why I'm telling you this and why I would like to talk about this, I see it the same way with our product, with the Bemer.
Da kommen auch immer die Fragen, wann kommt ein Redesign, wann kommt ein neuer Bemer?
A lot of questions, you know, when you will came out with the next generation, when will came out the redesign, when you want to change something, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Niemals.
Never.
Könnt ihr euch vorstellen, Technik, die jeden Tag wächst und jeden Tag sich verändert, und Wissenschaft und Forschung, die nie zum Ende kommt, auf einen Nenner zu bringen?
Do you realizing or understanding when you have the technology that are really fast, you know, every day it's coming out something new, and at the other hand, you have research and development, they are never finishing their jobs? What do you think on which way we can combine them together?
Das ist verrückt.
That's crazy.
Hört mal, vor 20 Jahren, wo wir den ersten Bemer kreiert haben, da gab es noch kein Bluetooth.
20 years ago, when we created and we started with the first Bemer, the green one, we didn't know what is Bluetooth
Oder Induktionsladung.
or induction charging
Ja.
or something like that. Crazy.
Heute sind Dinge möglich,
Today, a lot of things possible.
die haben wir uns vor 20 Jahren noch gar nicht vorstellen. Nein, nicht mal vor 2 Jahren vorstellen können.
2 years ago, we couldn't realize what will happen today, correct?
Ist es heute zum Beispiel ein kleines, zum Beispiel ein Bemer über das Handy zu steuern?
Is this maybe possible to really use or deal the Bemer with a cell phone? Is it possible?
Ist eine Kleinigkeit.
It's a small thing, to be honest.
Aber als Unternehmer musst du dich ja wieder fragen, was ist dein Hauptklientel?
But as an entrepreneur, you really have to step back and think, what is my customer population?
Und ihr wisst selber, wir haben sehr viele Anwender, die in sehr hohem Alter sind.
And you also know that a lot of people that are using our products, they are in a middle age and above. You know, I want to be nice.
Ja, kann das sein, dass die gar kein großes Interesse mehr dran haben oder auch gar nicht wollen, mit iPhone zu spielen, respektive muss es dann so einfach sein, dass es auch die können?
Is this correct that also these people, they don't like iPhones, Samsung, this technology? So we as an entrepreneur have to step back and thinking, we have to create something that's easy also to use for them or them to use our product.
Das heißt nicht, dass wir nicht drüber nachdenken, solche Sachen zu implementieren.
But also, it's not a thing that we don't thinking about this, okay? To be clear also.
Aber wir sind natürlich daran bedacht, es allen recht zu machen.
But also, our thoughts are to make it happen for both sides. Technology, younger generation, the older generation, and so on. To combine again.
Ja. So, ich hoffe, ich habe da die Frage beantwortet, gibt es eine Weiterentwicklung?
I hope I answered the questions maybe in your heads that we have something, a new product or a new Bemer who will came out.
Wir haben viele Dinge in der Schublade, die zum richtigen Zeitpunkt auch umgesetzt werden.
We have a lot of things in our pockets what we can grab and maybe will come out soon with something.
Okay?
Okay?
Gehen wir nochmal zu der Wissenschaft, weil bei der Wissenschaft liegen ja auch unsere Patentschutzrechte.
Okay, I would like to step back again on the left-hand side about the research and development, and we're talking there about our patents, okay?
Die Frage kommt ja auch immer, oh, die laufen irgendwann aus.
And also the question is coming, ooh, you know, the patents, they expiring right now. Ooh, I have to be scared.
Das ist auch Absicht.
But Absicht. But this is intention.
Wir haben genug Neues, was wir patentieren lassen können.
We have a lot of new stuff what we can have a new patent on.
Also hinter dieser ganzen Sache, und lasst das einfach unser Problem sein, bitte, da steht schon eine Strategie. Wir wissen genau, was wir tun, und wir haben logischerweise, und ihr habt die Sicherheit, dass niemals irgendwo ein Patent verloren geht, ganz sicher.
And please, my dear friends, leave it on our shoulders. That means leave it on us, that we will deliver some new patents, some new informations, and also when something expires, we will make sure that we again above of everybody else and everything else.
It's okay for you? So, das große rosane Bild, was ich immer sehe,
So the big pinky picture, what I see,
jeder Mensch auf dieser Welt braucht einen Bemer.
every single human being on earth needs a Bemer.
Ich kann gar nicht anders denken.
I cannot think differently. I only have these thoughts.
Und wenn wir von der Wissenschaft und Forschung so weit sind,
And when we are really ready with researching and development,
und das sage ich nur, um euch eine Vision zu geben,
and I only telling you this to give you a vision,
was glaubt ihr denn, welche Märkte wir noch erschließen können?
what do you think how many markets we still can open?
Ein Beispiel.
One example, please.
Ich hasse Fliegen.
I hate to fly.
Aber wenn ich schon 12 Stunden lang in so einem Flieger sitzen muss,
But when I have to sit there 12 hours in an airplane,
ich hätte gerne einen Bemer in meinem Sitz.
I would like to have a Beamer in my chair.
You too? Viele von euch sitzen auch stundenlang im Auto.
A lot of you also sitting in a car, couple of hours, right?
Ich hätte gerne einen Bemer in meinem Auto sitzen.
I would like to have a Beamer in my car.
Please.
Bitte.
Und wir sind nicht weit weg.
And to be honest, we are really close to this, okay?
Ihr könnt mir glauben, dass ich schon Anrufe bekommen habe von großen Automobilkonzernen und sie Interesse bekundet haben, den Bemer zu implantieren.
Believe me, really big car companies, they called us and they are interested in a cooperation.
Da kann man applaudieren, aber Leute, es ist nicht so einfach.
Okay, guys, you know, you can clap, but it's not so easy.
Da seid ihr Amerikaner noch ein bisschen verrückter wie die Europäer.
And I apologize to say this, but you Americans there are a little bit more crazy than we Europeans.
Stellt euch vor, ihr sitzt im Auto und fahrt und ihr bekommt bei der Bemer-Anwendung während der Fahrt, wir sagen ganz schlimm, einen Herzinfarkt.
Think about for a minute real quick, okay? Let's say worst case scenario, you're sitting in your car, you're driving, you're on a Beamer session, and you got a heart attack.
Der Bemer hat mit Sicherheit nichts damit zu tun.
Beamer for sure have nothing to do with it.
Aber wie hoch ist die Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass du da eine Millionenklage bekommst?
But do you think that you will get a sue billions against the company?
Dasselbe, ich sage ja, Amerika noch verrückter wie Europa.
And this is
Aber
why I'm saying you Americans are more crazy than Europeans. Here in America more than in Europe.
für diese Dinge musst du eine Beweisführung haben bis zum geht nicht mehr, eine Studienlage, die unantastbar ist und so weiter. Da sind wir dran. Diese Sachen kommen irgendwann, aber Step by Step.
And for this reason, we really have to be safe. We have all to have the paperwork with all governments. All the research and development have to be provided to be safe. So we're working on it. We're really close. Just to give you an update, okay?
Aber ja, das ist unsere Zukunft.
But yes, this is our future, folks.
Yes? Awesome? Great. Okay, was will ich euch noch sagen? Ich muss immer wieder betonen, mir ist das Wichtigste der Mensch.
Again, I really would like to come back and to repeat it again. For me personally, it's more important the human being, you as a human being.
Ich bin daran gewachsen, andere Leute erfolgreich zu machen.
I really was raised, and this is my passion, to make other people successful.
Und das ist auch das, was ich als größten Lohn empfinde.
And this is the best reward what I can get.
Andere Leute erfolgreich zu machen.
Other people make successful.
Überlegt mal,
Think about, please, for a minute.
es ist dann unmöglich, dass ihr nicht erfolgreich seid.
It's not possible that you are not successful, right? Right?
Ja. Also, achtet aufeinander, bildet Teams, macht es gemeinsam. Die Welt ist riesig, die Welt ist groß, es ist alles möglich. Ihr müsst es
Please,
nur tun.
please, please, please. The world is big, okay? Please do it with ethic. Do it together as a team. Do it in different teams. Do it with heart, with passion. I love you.
Jo. Kommen wir drauf.
And all of you,
Ihr alle könnt furchtbar stolz drauf sein, dass ihr so tolle Leute an eurer Seite habt. Ich bin es nämlich auch. Ich möchte mal anfangen beim Nick Jewish. Das ist ja nicht nur einer unserer General Manager hier in den USA, sondern ich bin immer stolz darauf, wenn ich sagen kann, es ist mein Freund. Und dasselbe gilt für die Veronika. Ist sie da? Wo ist sie? Veronika sitzt da hinten auch. Joshua Burker. Ich weiß, ich vergesse jetzt irgendeine. Ihr kennt sie alle. Bettina, Barbie. Alles tolle Menschen, die sind für euch da, die machen einen super Job. Und ich kann nicht glücklicher sein, wenn ich wieder zurückfahre nach Europa, zu wissen, ich habe so tolle Leute hier in Amerika, die an meiner Seite stehen und die so einen tollen Job mit euch machen. Vielen, vielen Dank an euch alle. Ich liebe euch von tiefem Herzen. Danke euch.
again, please, my dear friends, folks, I have to let you know that I'm really proud. You don't recognize and you don't realize which kind of support that you have, which kind of people helping you and supporting you. Let's start with a gentleman, with a young gentleman, Nick Hewish, the general manager. I see him not only as a general manager, also as a friend. It's not easy, you know, to be so often on the road. Then it's the other co-general manager, Miss Veronika Bemer. It's also Dr. Joshua Burka. It's all the employees in the home office. I'm really proud and I'm honored every time when I'm coming to America and I see this big picture that there is a harmony, that they are a team, and also you, Barbara Gasic, also you, Bettina Torres. I'm really proud of you, and of my bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you to you folks. I love you.
Thank you, guys. Good.
Wow. That was great. I love it. Thank you so much. And what a nice surprise it was to have you here, Pit, and have Eden translate. Didn't he do a wonderful Jinglish job? He even had the movements down. Okay, so we have to make an announcement quickly, right, Barbie?
Yes, so we just wanted to give all of you here in the room, all of you on the live stream, just a small taste of what's to come in October in Orlando when Pit returns from Europe with a few more special guests from over there in Liechtenstein in Germany. And again, want to thank you all for joining in on the live stream. And I believe that is the end of that portion of your program. So thank you again, Pit and Eden. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
One more thing from Pit.
Yes.
Please.
About Orlando, please. I will see all of you in Orlando, okay? I come to Orlando with Dr. Klopp, my father, Eden is coming, Robert is coming, me is coming. We have a big celebration there, and I hope I will see you all there. Is this okay for you?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
I will all shake your hands, please. Thank you, guys.
Very cool. So,
Thank you.
thank you guys.
Thank you, Barbie.
So with that,
Thank you.
we are concluding our live stream.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you.